Mathematics Alive, Algebra Lesson 11, Factoring Polynomials with patterns number 5 and number 6. Pattern number 5 is factoring a simple trinomial. A simple trinomial is of the form x squared plus a plus bx plus a times b, and it is factored as x plus a times x plus b. So the first term is with a numerical coefficient of 1, and there are no other numbers written there. So you only have x squared or y squared or variable squared. That makes it a simple trinomial. So for example number 1, we first factor the last term in terms of 2 factors a times b, which when you add will also give you the middle term. So when you add the a and the b, you will get the middle term. And the factors of 6 are 3 and 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So we have the right factors. So we just put the values here. This is our A and this is our B. And the factors are x plus 3, x plus 2. And you can interchange those factors. So you can also have x plus 2 times x plus 3. Number 2, x squared minus 5x plus 6. So again, you factor 6 as 3 and 2. But since you have a negative 5 for our middle term, then the sum of the 2 factors should be negative. And this should be negative 3 and negative 2. So that you will have a negative 5 in the middle term. So our factors will be x minus 3 times x minus 2. Okay. For number 3, we have a negative last term. So the factors of 21 could be either negative 7 and 3 or negative 3 and 7. Okay, but we should have the sum of these 2 factors should give us the middle term. So if you have a negative 3 and a positive 7, if you add these 2, you'll have a positive 4. So we will pick this as our values of A and B. So our factors are x minus 3, x plus 7. Or we can reverse that. X plus 7 times x minus 3. Applying the commutative property of multiplication. And number 4, y squared minus 3y minus 10. The factors of 10, possible factors are 5 and 2. And if we get the sum of 5 and 2, to get a negative 3, you should have one negative number here. Because if you have a negative number in the last term, one of the factors should be negative. And we will assign the negative number to the number with the larger absolute value. So this is negative. Why? Because we have to get a negative 3 here. If you add this 2, it will result into a negative 3. So our factors are y minus 5 and y plus 2, or y plus 2 times y minus 5. Our sixth factorization pattern is factoring a general trinomial. A general trinomial is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where you have a numerical coefficient written here, the a. So examples are 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. The first thing to do is to factor both ends. So we factor the first term, 2x squared, as 2x and x. Or I will factor it here. 2x and x. And the last term will be factored as negative 5 and 1. Or you can interchange those factors, 1 and negative 5. And then you apply trial and error, which means that you will multiply this, this way. X times negative 5 is negative 5x, and 2x times positive 1 is positive 2x. Then add this 2. The result should be the middle term. Our goal is to get the middle term. So we have, if you add this, we have negative 3x, which is our middle term. After getting the correct middle term, we have the right factors. So you have this factor and this factor will go together. You just add the signs. So this is plus. So our factors are 2x minus 5 and x plus 1. Now if you multiply those factors, you will get the given polynomial. Okay. Next, number 2. We have 2x squared. We factor that as 2x and x. And then the last term, we have 6 and 2, or 3 and 4. So if we take 3 and 4, that's trial and error. If it doesn't work, then you have to try again. Everything is positive, so all these factors are positive. So if we multiply this way, the answer is 8x. If you multiply this way, the answer is 3x. When you add these two, you should get a positive 11. So since we have a positive 11x, we have the correct factors. So just add the signs. And we have 2x plus 3x plus 4 from this. And this is our answer. Then for number 3, we will factor this. We can use 4 and 1, or 2x and 2x. 2x 2x. Then 15, you can have 5 and 3 or 3 and 5. So let's try 5 and 3. And since this is negative, one of them should be negative. But the middle term should be positive. So if we multiply this way, this gives us 6. 6x. And if we multiply this way, this gives us 10x. If we get the difference, because one of them should be negative, then we should have a difference of positive 4. And to get a positive 4x, one of these should be negative, and this should be negative. The smaller one should be negative. So since the product negative 6x comes from the product of these two, then the negative sign should be here. And the positive sign should be here. And since we got the correct middle term, our factors will be this and this. So 2x plus 5 times 2x minus 3. And number 4. 12 x squared. So we can factor that as 3 and 4 x, and negative 10, 5 and 5 and 2. We should have a middle term of positive 7x. So if we multiply this, this gives us 6 and this gives us 20. 6 and 20, there is no way we can get a difference of positive 7x. So you change the factors or change the order. So let's try 2 and 5. So this is 8 and this is 15. 15 minus 8 gives us 7. So that would be a good try. But the sign of 10 is negative. So one of these would be negative. And since our middle term is positive, the bigger number should come out to be positive. So this should be positive. So if we multiply this way and get the result, we have positive 15x. And if we multiply this way, we get 8, and it should be negative. Negative 8x. So the sum is positive 7x for our, oh, I forgot the y. So this should be 2y, negative 2y, and positive 5y. So this should be xy to get the middle term, 7xy. And our factors are 3x minus 2y times 4x plus 5y. By commutative property of multiplication, we can interchange the position of these factors. So you can also write it as 4x plus 5y times 3x minus 2y. Now for our next video, we'll have the last factorization pattern, which is factoring by grouping, and we will involve all the other patterns that we have used in the past, from pattern number 1 to pattern number 6. So please watch out for the next video and complete all the factorization patterns. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel by clicking the button below. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.